You guys have patiently been waiting for the try-ons of all the beauty boxes this month. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have other beauty box unboxings. I have unboxings, okay? And I still have packages coming through. By the way, that's Cam. She's on the move, okay? So if you hear footsteps, it's Cammy. You'll probably see her head back here somewhere. But yeah, I have other beauty boxes that I need to unbox. But you guys have been wanting to see actual try-ons, so I'm going to take a break from the unboxings and we're gonna do the try-on of my Boxycharm base box for the month of October. I'm gonna start off by saying I'm so sorry because I completely forgot to film the primer application. So what happened was I wanted to make sure I came on with pretty much my face on, that way I can focus on the eyes with the eyeshadow palette and then use the highlighter palette. And yeah, now I have been using it. I do like it because it's so small. I have only been applying it like in the T-zone area, so focusing it like around the T-zone, the nose, this area around like the perimeter of my chin and like my smile lines, and then under the eye because it has collagen. And because it's so small, I don't want it to go to waste super fast because I have so many other primers. So I did apply this. I like it. I've noticed that my makeup still kind of remains the same. So it's not doing anything super special or different when it comes to my like makeup longevity. It all pretty much looks the same. It goes on smooth. It looks like a moisturizer, blah, blah, blah. And it smells really, really nice with the additional thing of a collagen. So now when it comes to the collagen, I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to notice a difference, but that's why I'm trying to just focus it on the areas that I need the collagen in. So we're gonna start off on the eyeballs. When I said Ty butchered my palette, guys, I wasn't joking. Look at this. You see all those dents and stuff? That was her, okay? But if you haven't seen that unboxing, make sure you go check it out because she had so much fun and you guys absolutely loved it. I'm gonna prime my lids using my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in the shade Fair, as you guys already know. And by the way, they're releasing a new product. They're supposed to be lashes. Don't sleep on it. They all look really, really nice. I'm gonna get my hands on a few because I absolutely need to try it. Y'all know I love lashes. But yeah, that's a new item that they are going to be releasing. I think the last one they released was the Hair AF. And you guys know I use that like religiously because it absolutely works. So again, here is the palette. I'm going to dip into this shade over here. It's kind of peachy, creamy peachy shade. And it does have a lot of, I literally just did this and it's just dusting away. It's a lot. But I recall from the unboxing with Ty that this one swatched way better than the Tarte Cosmetics one. So we'll see what it looks like on the eyeball. I think I want to keep, should I keep her simple or should we go smoky today? We should go smoky, right? Okay, we're gonna blend back and forth. I just wanted to apply my transition shade as per usual, and I wanted to see what the formula looks like. Although there's a lot of kick up, it is providing most beautiful pigmentation and blend, so I'm not mad at her. Since you guys told me to go smoky, we're gonna go smoky, and to go smoky, we're gonna use this brown. So we're gonna use the Clean Canvas by Gerard Cosmetics in Cocoa. I don't think I've used this on camera and actually showed you how to do a smoky eye with it. So we're gonna do this for the first time ever here on the channel. Now this is not the deepest shade you can find, but because it is in the Chocolate Factory, oh my god, in the Chocolate Factory, it's in the chocolatey kind of family, it works. It still works. And it's gonna help create a really nice base. So I'm just gonna lightly blend with my blending sponge. And the reason why I'm using a sponge is because since my sponge is damp, it's not gonna absorb all of the product. It's gonna help it blend nicely and it'll set fairly quickly because it's not like an over application. You see, I told you, there she goes. She's right there. I'm gonna grab a big fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna dip into shadow. Now this, we have to be really careful because it's dark. My face is already on, and due to the fact that it has a lot of fallout, I kind of want to do like this and press it in. But I'm also gonna tap out, and I'm gonna tap that shade directly onto my clean canvas. I can't get over the little baby like footsteps in the background. Sometimes I try to edit it out, but it's just impossible. It sounds like a baby horse. And now, noticing I am patting, we are going to pat this shade into place because we're building the pigmentation. We want to set that primer properly. We want it to be like a magnet. We want it to grab the eyeshadow so it doesn't move around all over the place immediately. And I'm going to make sure I get all the way into the crease with this very same brush. And again, we're not swiping or blending. We are merely tapping the product in. And I know I didn't go back into the pan. There's no more product, but trust me, the brush has more than enough in it. So less is more in this situation. We're just gonna pat it in. Gonna do the same thing on the other eyeball. I grabbed me a fluffy brush. It's fairly small. It is the Sephora Professional brush. It is a blending eye brush. It's gonna look like this. I don't want it to be too fluffy and wide because I don't want to really blow this out. I want to concentrate this directly on that crease. So at this point, with no additional product, I'm gonna go back and forth and diffuse this crease area a little bit. Okay, with no additional product, this is blending really nicely. Sometimes the eyeshadow formulas are not that great, so by dipping into another powder formula, whether it's a setting powder, a bronzer, another eyeshadow, sometimes that helps kind of like fuse everything in together and give you a nice blend. This one's doing a good job all on its own. And what's funny is I had no plans on going smoky, but I knew I wanted this lip combo, so this works. Now blending takes a while, which I know can get annoying, but if you take your time, it's so worth it. Now don't get me wrong, I love me a smoky eye, but I don't always want it when it's like blown out, because then we start looking like raccoons. So I want to concentrate that color here and keep it there for now. And if your hand gets tired from all the blending, no worries, that's normal. Mine is like starting to cramp with my carpal tunnel right now. Once you've gotten a pretty decent blend going with another clean, fluffy, this is like boar's fibers, I think, I'm not sure. Go in with another like really fluffy but like sparse brush and go around those edges. Do not touch your lid. You do not want to get rid of whatever you have going on your lid. You merely just want to fuse everything else together and diffuse any harsh lines that you might have. And we're still not done. We're going to play around with the under eye really quickly. Every time I say I'm going to do something simple and I plan on keeping it matte, I jazz it up with like a shimmer or a foil. So we're gonna keep this one nice and matte for once. But girl, you do you. If you got this palette and you recreate this look and you're like, no, but I kind of want to shimmer, go in with the gold. It'll look beautiful. Or even the cranberry one, that one would look beautiful too. We're gonna give this look a little bit of a boost. I'm gonna use my Rockin' Kohl. It's like a really, really deep brown eyeliner. It is by Charlotte Tilbury. I don't even, like, I had to think about it, but it's a Charlotte Tilbury pencil. I'm gonna drag that on my waterline, and then see how like, oh, she's beautiful. And it's so easy. And then I'm gonna go directly on the lash line, and I'm really going to apply it. And then I'm gonna grab a BK Beauty brush. It is their 204. It is super de-duper tiny. It is perfect for smudging. I'm going to just tap that brush onto the like eyeshadow pan, and then I'm gonna grab my under eye very gently like this, and I'm gonna set that liner very gently. I'm not smoking it out to like bring it down or anything. I want to mix the eyeliner and the eyeshadow together. It's gonna give me the most prettiest and soft, unlike under eye smoky eye situation. Here are the under eyes before mascara, but I wanted to show you guys. It is still smoky, but simple. It's pretty, it's wearable, and this is the kind of look that I would definitely use for like Thanksgiving and or New Year's. Pretty much any holiday. It matches with everything. It's easy to put together once you get the hang of it, and it's just really sexy. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Tarte mascara at the bottom, and that's just gonna add even more drama to the eyes. And technically speaking, you can totally skip your falsies and apply mascara top and bottom and call it a day. It's gonna look beautiful anyway. But you guys know me, I have to go in with a little bit of mascara because I have to pop on some lashes. I'm gonna allow my lash glue to fully dry. The only reason why I'm not using my pens is because the one that I was gonna use completely dried out at this point. I've had it for about a year and she's no longer bueno, but I don't like any of the other brands that I've tried so far other than my Lola lashes. I think she's doing that on purpose. I genuinely think that she's stomping and doing all this dancing on purpose because she knows the microphone is picking it up. Let's move on to trying the Tres Luce palette. It is a highlighter palette. She is beautiful. She is stunning. I feel like I want to mix upgrade and cosmic, but once again, take a look at it. Ty butchered it. It looks disgusting. I'm going to have to like repress it to make it look nice and clean because no mija. And based on how the formula looks, and I do like Tres Luce products, but I want to give it like the most benefit of the doubt, a really good shot. So I'm going to do what I like to do with a lot of my highlighters. I'm going to use the setting spray since I have to use it anyway. It is their hyaluronic acid setting spray by Toy Factory, which I love the name. I love the packaging still. I'm going to spray the face. That sprayer is a lot more spray-y than I remember. And I mixed Cosmic and Upgrade, so the two bottom ones. I'm gonna take that. You see how wet my face is right now? I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna tap her along the cheekbones. And then instead of blending like this, since my skin is moist, ew, moist, did I say moist? My skin is damp, I am going to pull it back. That's another way that I like to blend without disrupting everything that I have going on. Can't believe I said moist, that was not cute. A little bit on the tip of the nose. And if you're wondering why I misted my skin prior to going in with highlighter, it is because I am human like you and everyone else. I have pores and I have texture on my skin. I don't have crazy texture, but I have texture. So when I go in with a powder on its own without spraying my skin, it's almost like the powder wants to sit on the skin and it doesn't melt into the skin immediately. It takes a little bit. And so it emphasizes the texture in a weird way that I don't like. So I like to mist the skin instead. It kind of gives it that like liquid or cream highlighter effect. And then it sets like a powder because it is initially a powder, and then you're good to go. My makeup is done, and this is typically where I would sit, observe the work that was done, see whether or not the formulas look any good after a few minutes, if anything has shifted, oxidized, whatever. There was nothing that would oxidize today. However, I am looking at the highlighter formula, and once the skin is completely set, she looks beautiful. It doesn't look dry, it doesn't look powdery, it didn't emphasize in a really funky way any texture or any pores, so I'm really liking that. That's when this here is a little breakout, don't look at it, okay? That's 1. 2, the eyeshadow performed really well. We only used 2 shades, but the 2 shades that I used did an outstanding job at creating the look that I wanted to create, so I cannot be mad at that. And we're gonna ignore the fact that she has the setting spray on hand and she's watching her little videos. And here's the thing, now that I've done my Tarte Takeover try-on and the base box try-on, so I've done both try-ons, is it wrong for me to say that the base box was way better than the takeover box? Like, just the variation, the products, I don't know. I personally think that the base box was way more exciting. The Tarte takeover was really nice, and I think the variation was a good variation. But just all in all, with the products and how they performed and everything, I personally think that the base box trumps over the Tarte Premium. Let me know down below if this is a look that you would recreate for yourself. And please don't forget to hit the like button. It really, really helps me out. It lets YouTube know that you're liking my content and that they should recommend me a little more to people who have the same interests as you, and I do. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.